Every December, homes transform into cozy retreats filled with sparkle and tradition. Classic Christmas decorations set the stage, turning ordinary rooms into magical spaces where memories are made. Do you remember the feeling of hanging stockings or stringing popcorn garlands as a child? These decorations have stood the test of time, bringing warmth and joy to each holiday season. Whether you love vintage ornaments or pine wreaths, there's something timeless about these festive touches. Let's see how these classic favorites can brighten your home this year. A grand staircase dressed in lush green garland, bold red ribbons, and twinkling fairy lights grabs everyone's attention. This setup isn't just eye candy, it encourages guests to pause, snap photos, and soak in the cheer. Even a modest banister turns magical with these simple festive touches. However, placement matters. Too many lights can overpower, while sparse ribbons may look unfinished. Try wrapping the garland loosely, weaving ribbons throughout, and spacing lights evenly. It's a balance. You want sparkle, not a blinding runway. With a little effort, your staircase becomes the centerpiece of holiday festivities. Glowing gold and rich red ornaments grouped in a low cluster can instantly boost the holiday mood at your dining table. This look isn't just beautiful, it's actually practical. Ornaments don't block conversation, and glass or plastic baubles catch candlelight in ways fresh flowers simply can't match. Try mixing shiny satin and glittered finishes for contrast. Add a few sprigs of greenery and maybe a ribbon for extra flair. Old ornaments from family collections work well, but new ones can easily mimic vintage style. Just watch out for overcrowding. Less is often more for a centerpiece that feels inviting, not chaotic. Green pine wreaths with crimson bows instantly evoke that timeless Christmas spirit. Their simple elegance stands out against frosty glass, drawing smiles from passersby. Why settle for plastic when fresh pine fills your home with a woodsy scent? Try adding a sprig of holly or cinnamon sticks for extra cheer. Some folks argue wreaths are old-fashioned, but isn't that exactly the point? Nostalgia warms even the chilliest December night. Hanging a wreath is as easy as pie. Even a thumbtack will do. Just remember, fresh pine needs spritzing every few days, or you'll end up with more needles on the floor than branches. Imagine curling up by a fireplace where nutcrackers stand guard, pine cones rest like nature's ornaments, and red stockings dangle in anticipation. This simple setup isn't just old-fashioned, it's pure comfort. There's a reason families keep coming back to these classics. They instantly set a festive mood without breaking the bank. Want to make it your own? Mix in a few thrifted nutcrackers or gather pine cones from your yard. The red stockings, hand-sewn or store-bought, they're an invitation for holiday surprises. Some say it's a bit predictable, but honestly, isn't tradition half the fun during December? Gold baubles glint among green branches, catching every stray light and turning a simple Christmas tree into a showstopper. Red berries break up the shimmer with bold pops of color, bringing tradition and warmth. Twinkling lights tie it all together, casting a cozy glow that fills any room with instant nostalgia. It's easy to see why this look never goes out of style. Simplicity meets elegance, and everyone feels at home. But be cautious. Too many ornaments can crowd the tree. Stick to a balanced mix of baubles and berries, and let the lights do the heavy lifting for ambiance. Rows of gifts wrapped in plaid and metallic paper create visual excitement beneath any Christmas tree. The mix of patterns and shimmering surfaces isn't just eye candy, it stirs up anticipation. Ever noticed how a tartan ribbon can make plain wrapping sing? It's proof that classic touches pack a punch. While these gift displays look stunning, they can set expectations sky high. Shiny paper tears easily, and plaid patterns need careful lining up. Want a pro tip? Use double-sided tape and sharp scissors. Even if your corners aren't perfect, nobody complains when the gifts look this inviting. Antique-style Christmas bell arrangements add a nostalgic flair to holiday decor. When paired with pine branches and holly, these bells evoke memories of old-fashioned festivities. Their metallic tones catch the glow of string lights, while the scent of pine and the pop of red berries appeal to every sense. Setting up this arrangement is simple and rewarding. Gather a few vintage bells. Flea markets often have them for a bargain. Arrange them with real or artificial pine sprigs and sprigs of holly. This combination suits mantles, doors, or table centers. Just be careful. Real holly berries are toxic to pets and small children. A red charger under each plate adds instant drama to a holiday table. It's a simple touch, but it draws the eye and makes every meal feel extra special. Pair this with crisp white dishes for contrast, or mix in gold accents for a touch of warmth. Natural greenery runners bring a fresh, woodsy scent that no artificial garland can match. Just lay pine branches, eucalyptus, or cedar along the center. Tuck in pine cones or berries for extra charm. However, remember to check for sap and loose needles. Nature's beauty can be a bit untidy. Framing old-fashioned Christmas cards is like giving your wall a holiday hug. Vintage illustrations, think snowy villages, carolers, and plump robins, bring warmth and nostalgia instantly. Why let those charming cards hide in a box? Arrange them in mismatched frames, and you've got an instant conversation starter with real seasonal spirit. Old cards aren't perfect, and that's part of the charm. Slightly yellowed edges or handwritten notes add authenticity. Choose cards with personal meaning or striking designs. Hang them in clusters for maximum visual punch. With this simple project, you recycle memories and decorate at the same time. No crafting degree required. A fireplace hearth decorated with lanterns and mini evergreen trees adds instant warmth to any space. The soft glow from lanterns echoes flickering firelight, while small evergreens bring a hint of nature indoors. This simple setup looks festive, but doesn't overpower the room or break the bank. Try mixing lanterns in different heights and finishes to create visual interest. Tuck battery-powered candles into the lanterns for safety, especially if kids or pets roam. Cluster a few cheerful mini trees along the mantle for a cozy, welcoming feel. It's a low-fuss way to make your living area shine. Oversized red velvet bows add instant curb appeal to porch columns and outdoor wreaths. Their bold color stands out against greenery, making your home feel festive from the street. They're easy to attach with floral wire or zip ties, no crafting degree required. Even a simple porch looks dressed up with these cheerful accents. However, red velvet bows can fade or sag if exposed to harsh weather. To keep them looking perky, consider bringing them in during storms or giving them a quick fluff after rain. This small effort keeps your decorations looking fresh for the whole season. Hand-strung popcorn and cranberry garlands bring a touch of nostalgia to any Christmas tree. This craft isn't just easy, it sparks conversation and gets everyone involved, from kids with sticky fingers to grandparents with stories. The colors pop against green branches and add a homemade charm that store-bought tinsel can't match. However, these garlands aren't the best if you have pets who love snacking on decorations. They also take time and patience. Threading each piece can test your resolve. Still, many find the effort worth it. In a world full of plastic, simple traditions like these feel refreshing and honest. Nothing says home for the holidays quite like tartan plaid pillows scattered across a cozy couch. These patterns bring warmth, nostalgia, and a bit of Scottish flair. Pair them with a chunky throw for instant comfort. Why complicate things? Classics stick around for a reason. They simply work. Tartan, though delightfully festive, can feel a bit heavy if overdone. Mix in some solid colors or soft neutrals to keep things cheerful, not cluttered. Try draping a plaid throw over an armchair or adding just a couple of pillows. It's a simple way to spark holiday cheer without overwhelming your space. Few decorations spark conversation, like a mistletoe ball draped with satin ribbon. Hang it in a doorway and watch guests pause, laugh, or exchange shy glances. The white berries add a cheerful pop, while the ribbon's sheen catches warm lamplight. Who knew a simple tradition could stir such anticipation? But let's not kid ourselves. Keeping the mistletoe fresh can be tricky. Real sprigs might dry out fast unless misted occasionally. Consider using an artificial mistletoe ball. Today's versions look impressively lifelike. Either way, this classic detail instantly sets a festive, welcoming mood that even the grumpiest uncle can't ignore. Windowsill candlelights bring a warm, inviting glow that whispers holiday cheer to anyone passing by. Pairing them with fresh pine sprigs adds a natural touch and a hint of forest scent. This combination feels both nostalgic and fresh, making your home look festive without much fuss. However, real pine can shed needles and sometimes trigger allergies. If that's a worry, consider using faux sprigs for the same look, just minus the cleanup. Either way, this classic blend creates an easy, charming scene that welcomes winter nights and curious neighbors alike. Stringing garland along a banister instantly changes the mood of any hallway. Add gold ornaments for a little sparkle, and toss in miniature stockings for a playful twist. It's an easy way to create a festive path, even if you're short on time or don't want to hang extra lights. While this decoration brings holiday spirit front and center, beware of overcrowding. Too many ornaments can weigh down the garland or leave things looking cluttered. Stick to a simple color scheme and leave space between each stocking. This keeps your banister cheerful, not chaotic. Placing nutcrackers on either side of your entryway creates an inviting, nostalgic scene. These wooden figures, with their bold uniforms and cheerful faces, signal celebration before guests even step inside. A pair of nutcrackers adds instant charm, no complicated setup required. Just set them out and let the magic work. Yet, bigger isn't always better. Oversized nutcrackers may look fun, but they can block foot traffic or startle kids. Choose models scaled to your space. Want to keep things lively? Try switching up their positions or adding small accessories like miniature wreaths for extra flair. Nothing says holiday cheer like a wooden sled piled high with colorful wrapped gifts and cozy plaid blankets. This simple scene draws smiles and nostalgia. Place the sled near your front door or fireplace. It invites guests to imagine wintry adventures and warm family moments, all without a single snowflake. The only real drawback? Space. Not everyone has room for a full-size sled indoors. Try using a miniature version for smaller homes or apartments. Add a few small boxes and a tartan scarf for the same festive effect. Sometimes, less is more, especially when clutter threatens your sanity. A frosted window effect instantly brings winter charm indoors. White snowflake decals stick easily to glass, creating the look of snow without the chill. Try placing them in clusters for a natural feel. Add sprigs of pine or eucalyptus along the sill for a fresh scent and classic style. This method requires little effort but gives high visual impact. Decals peel off cleanly after the holidays. Some folks say fake snow feels a bit artificial, but paired with real greenery, the effect feels inviting and festive. Why not let your windows steal the show this season? Red and green Christmas stockings, stitched with names, anchor family traditions. Hung by the fireplace, they spark nostalgia and anticipation. Kids recognize their own instantly, no confusion, no mix-ups. This simple touch adds a personal spark, making the holidays more memorable for everyone involved. While embroidery takes extra time and may cost a bit more, the payoff is clear. Personalized stockings become keepsakes, reused year after year. Friends and family often comment, "That's so you!" It's a small investment that turns a basic decoration into something meaningful. And let's face it, no one forgets whose candy is whose. Gilded reindeer figurines shimmer quietly as candlelight flickers and dances across their surface. This old-school setup feels both cozy and refined. Imagine coming home to this, your coffee table glowing, instantly warming up the room. It's an easy way to bring a slice of holiday magic into daily life. But keep in mind, too much gold can overwhelm a small space. Try pairing the reindeer with simple white candles or add greenery for balance. A little restraint lets the figures stand out without turning your living room into a glitter explosion. Sometimes, less truly is more. Layering area rugs in rich reds instantly brings warmth and nostalgia to your holiday space. Think about mixing an old Persian-style rug with a simple plaid runner. The result? A cozy, collected look that feels both inviting and full of character, like your grandmother's living room, minus the mothballs. Choosing deep hues isn't just about looks. These colors hide spills and crumbs after family gatherings. Want an easy update? Layer a smaller, bolder rug atop a faded one. This trick adds dimension and feels intentional, not haphazard. Who knew floor decor could spark conversation and comfort in equal measure? Pinecone clusters tied with twine bring an old-fashioned earthy charm to any Christmas tree. These natural decorations are easy to make and look great, especially if you want a cozy woodland vibe. Simply gather pine cones, loop some twine, and cluster them for a warm, homemade feel. While pine cones add texture and interest, they can sometimes shed or feel prickly to handle. A quick rinse and a little patience while drying solve that. Plus, you can add a sprinkle of cinnamon or faux snow for a subtle touch. Who says elegance needs glitter and plastic? A classic Santa Claus figurine, set among brightly wrapped presents, brings instant nostalgia to any room. This scene draws children in and sparks fond memories for adults. Place Santa in a central spot, perhaps on the mantle or beneath the tree, to create a focal point guests can't ignore. Wrapped gifts around Santa don't just look festive, they invite interaction. Try using empty boxes and eye-catching paper for lasting appeal throughout December. Just be sure small children know which presents are purely decorative, unless you want an early and somewhat chaotic gift exchange. Clustered pillar candles surrounded by sprigs of holly and bright berries create a centerpiece that looks inviting, not overdone. This setup takes only minutes and brings warmth to any holiday table. Candlelight adds a gentle glow, while holly offers a pop of color that feels both traditional and fresh. Worried about safety? Use flameless LED candles for peace of mind. This style offers flexibility. Swap holly for pine or eucalyptus if allergies are a concern. It's an affordable way to bring classic charm, though wax candles can drip, so use a tray or plate underneath to keep cleanup easy. Classic Christmas decorations bring more than just holiday cheer. They set the stage for memories that last. Whether it's a nutcracker on the mantle or plaid pillows on the couch, each item tells a story. Isn't that what holidays are all about? Start small or go all out. Swap in a pinecone garland or dust off that vintage Santa. Bring warmth and tradition to every corner. With a little effort and creativity, you'll turn your space into a festive retreat everyone wants to visit.